Alright guys, check it out. This is a Honda 4Tracks parts or project up for 200 bucks on Facebook Marketplace. I just messaged the guy. He said he would take 150 for it. I did message him. I'm like, would you take 100 bucks? He said no, but whatever, 50 bucks, who cares? He lives right in Neenah, and he said I could come grab it right now. This is 1984 Honda 4Tracks ATV, non-runner, 4 parts or fixer-upper. I was told it needs a timing chain, and it says engine seems to be stuck and stuck in gear. Seat is in good shape and looks complete. $200 or best offer. So we're gonna go look at this thing. You know, sometimes that timing chain can just get stuck and then lock up the motor. I'm not really too sure what the problem would be here. Parts are pretty readily available for this thing, so I'm not too concerned about getting parts for it. I think though that, you know, it could possibly be an easy fix, and then we could just ride this thing around, which would be pretty fun. Either way, you know, if it doesn't work out and it's too far gone, we can always part it out, so I'm not too concerned with the price. It's gonna be a mystery though. Is it locked up? Is it actually locked up? Is the piston locked up? We're gonna take a look and see. It should be a pretty fun project and something a little bit different. All right, let's head out.
Then you will arrive at your destination.
All right, we're pulling up right now. Let's see where we're going here. All right, guys, we got the beast back there.
Take the next right onto West Prospect Avenue.
She's a little rough, just a tad. Locked up, missing a bunch of the covers. It looks like rain actually dumped right into the motor, so that should be fun. Yeah, I guess we'll find out here if it's gonna run. I'm optimistic actually. It feels like somebody messed with the timing, and maybe the timing was off, and maybe that messed something up. I'm not too sure. It could be the piston and cylinder as well. I'm not really sure. But we'll get it home, take a look at it, and start digging into it. Well, we just got back home. Here is the new purchase. It is a 4Tracks 250. I thought it was a 200, so that's good. It's a Honda 84. As you can see, it's a bit rough, but if it wasn't rough, that wouldn't make it fun. I love picking up junk and trying to get it running. That's what we do on this channel pretty much. Sometimes we buy nicer stuff, but mostly it's clapped out stuff that doesn't run, and then we try to get the stuff running. It's always a mystery. You don't really know what's wrong with them until you start digging into them, so this one's gonna be pretty fun. Supposedly, this thing needs a timing chain. That's all the guy knew about it. He said he got it on trade, and the guy, you know, it ran before, but needed a timing chain. And it looks like it's been sitting outside for probably, I don't know, 15 years. It's really rough. I mean, look at the kickstart. It's just completely rusted on. The bad part is that the cover was off right in here. I'll get a light so you guys can see. This is what worries me. The cover down in there was off. So you can see the valves poking through right there. And then these covers are off right here, which is not good, these two. And that looks like somebody was trying to time it at one point, probably trying to adjust the valves. And that's probably where they found the timing chain issue. I'm guessing what they did, hopefully, is what I'm guessing, is that they tried to find top dead center and didn't actually do it correctly and set the valves way too loose. It's a common mistake that people make, so hopefully that's what it's going to be. It looks like at one point this thing had a plow on it, because there's sand in the back, a big sand bag to weigh down the back, and then I believe this is for a winch right here. Doesn't look like this goes to anything. See, it looks like it goes to the battery back here. Yeah, it connects right here. And that one would have been, let's see, the black one. Where does the black one connect to? Oh, to the red wire, which I don't think you need. So this was definitely for a winch of some sort. So it was a plowing machine. We got a couple parts that came with it. Got the gas tank, pretty nice. And then we've got the plastics. Let's see here. What do we got? It's pretty nice actually. Gas tank cap. What's that for? Must be for the thing right here. Then this light actually comes off and has a really long wire, so it can be used as like a beam, so you can take it off your quad and use it like that. Very strange. Tires are pretty decent. Good tread on the tires. I don't think it shifts into gear or anything. We'll have to check that pretty soon. But it's got the rack too. It came with the gas tank. Gas tank's really nice. Have not looked on the inside yet. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's really nice. Check that out. No rust whatsoever in there. Huh. It's a really nice gas tank. Surprisingly. Check out the seat too. The seat doesn't have one rip in it. It must have been recovered or something. Because that looks really nice. And then we've got the something right here. I don't know what that's for. 2 rows. Not too sure. Oh, here we go. This is what we were looking for. The caps we need. Oh, there's the valve cap. Valve cover. Is there the other one? Oh, there's the little guy. Timing mark cover. And a bunch of bolts and stuff. I'm guessing for the plastics. So this thing is not 4x4, which kind of sucks. I thought it was at first, but it does not look like it's 4x4. Check out these grease fittings right here. Big boy grease fittings. There's the VIN up there. Little baby shocks in the front. That is funny. Oh, there you go. You can see it's actually 1986. You can see right there. Huh. Very interesting. What's going on underneath there? What kind of brakes do we have on this thing? Let's see. Nothing looks too bad. Is that shock on there too? Yep. All the wiring looks like it's connected. It's got a key. It's got reverse on this thing, which is pretty nice. Oil temperature, neutral. Lights. Let's see, what's this thing? Oh, big mount. I don't think the brakes work. Those probably need to be bled. Big rack on the back. Big tires in the back too. Differential. Probably check the fluid in that. Looks like it's got some brakes back here. Parking brake, and then rear brake. Looks like it's got the battery in it still. Yeah, big battery. Looks like all the wiring's connected and everything, which is pretty good. Not really seeing too much wrong with it. Ooh, air filter's looking a little rough. Oh, a little mouse nest in there. Oh, oh, big rat's nest. Does it go down there too? Oh man, does that smell bad? That's blocked off. That's weird. That's really weird. Check that out. It's just blocked off. Like melted or something. That's probably why it wasn't running. Carburetor's there. Let's see if the fuel lines are there. Yeah. Everything's here, so let's see the exhaust on this thing. A little rusty, but it's on there. That's really rusty. Oh man. Brake levers there. Heat guards there. Yeah, this isn't actually that bad, I don't think. So we can get that motor unstuck and see what that timing chain looks like. I think we're gonna be in business here. Does have a kickstart, which is kind of cool. Usually these have pull starts, so that's pretty unique. But yeah, I guess let's start digging into it and see what we find. I think we're going to start with taking off these plastics and getting a clear working area. All right, let's get the sandbag off of here first. Some guy must have put that down there to weigh it down for plowing. Let's get that off of here. Big bag of sand. See if it's a little bit lighter now. Oh, I made it a lot lighter. Alright, we got access to the whole thing. Check that out. It just gave us a lot of working room. You can see everything from here. That's kind of nice. Alright, let's get these wires disconnected back here. That were for the winch, I think. Get those disconnected now. Looks like this red one is the only one that's connected. Alright, we got the wires off over here. It's a big mess of wires. Let's get the spark plug out next. See what that looks like. It's a weird one. 3/4. It's a weird size. See what the plug looks like. Should be interesting. Ooh, looks a little corroded. We're running NGK DR8ESL. Interesting plug. Take a closer look in here. I don't know if you guys can see down there. But now we can see the valves in there. Look at that. The valves are a little rusty. Oh, the timing chain's still on there, you can see. Aha! See if the valve moves. Oh, that's really loose. Well, what's the next step here? Probably taking off the valve cover. Alright, we can't take that thing off unless we get the air box out. When you get the air box out, I want to clean up that rat nest in there. So let's vacuum that out quick. Try to get this valve cover off right there. See if that makes a difference. Looks like you really can't get to it with the frame, actually. Man, I really can't get to that thing. Oh, there we go. Ugh. Alright, I think those are loose. Cover. Well, it's got oil in it, that's good. Alright. You can see there's oil in it. See how loose they are. That one's not that loose. That one's pretty normal. But the one on the front is really, really loose. Why is that so loose? Yeah, that's really loose. Let's try to get this cover off of here next. Take a look at that timing chain. So it's got a bunch of 10 mils around here, a couple 8 mils down here. But that cover should come off. I don't know if we can get it past the frame though. Check that out. We should be able to pop that up past the frame. I think if we take off these mounts, I think we can do that. Alright, we got the engine brace right there off. We got the oil line off right there. We got the first bolt out of the valve cover off. So they feel like they want to brake, so we're going out and then back in with them a little bit so that we don't break them off. Yeah, I think this one's gonna break. It's very touchy. These tend to snap off pretty easily. See that? You want to go in and out with them. There. I don't think that one snapped. And these are long suckers. Go like all the way through. Let's see here. Check that out. You can see the corrosion on there. Pretty bad. All right, we're gonna work our way around. That's close. There we go. Cover came off. Looking pretty good. Not too bad. All right, let's check it out in here. That was a little difficult to get off there. Chain feels fairly tight. I don't think it needs a new chain. All right, is the valve tight or something? It's really weird that it doesn't spin. Everything looks pretty decent in there. Nothing too weird that I can see. See if we can spin it over here. We should be able to, I don't know. Something's getting caught up. Let's see here. Feels like it's tight. There we go, that just moved. Oh no. Nothing's moving up here. Oh boy. Look at that. Nothing's moving right here. Yeah, it's not moving anything in there. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what's moving because I don't think. Let me see if the flywheel is. We're gonna go check and see if the flywheel's moving. there's a bolt right here that would be spinning. Let's see if that's moving while we kick this thing over. What the heck? All right, we got this camera right here. It's a little thing on it. I'm gonna kind of just stick this down here. See if we can see anything. Let's see. Okay. Can't get past that mark. Alright, so it looks like the timing chain is on the guide. You can see it right there. Let's kick it over and see what happens. It's interesting. See, that gear moves, but it's not moving the timing chain. Check that out. So I don't know if that gear in there is broken or what. See that? It's like it's not spinning. Look at that. Alright, so it's very strange. It's not moving when you kick it over. You can kick this thing over all day. Nothing moves. So I'm going to try to release the cam chain tensioner, get this cam chain off, and see if that sprocket moves, and see if the engine turns over without that chain on there. If it doesn't, I'm guessing something's like binding up in the clutch area. I don't know if it's like the shift rod is stuck or I don't know what it is. This thing doesn't have a clutch on it, so I'm not really sure what it could be at this point. Huh, because it doesn't shift either. So that's the other thing I'm a little bit worried about. All right, we got the tensioner off. We can see that the chain is really loose now. Look at this. That's kind of moving in there, but we'll see if it cranks over now. So watch this while I crank over the flywheel. See what happens here. Will we have life? Nope. Doesn't crank over at all. Something's binding up somewhere. You know, maybe the starter's locking up. The starter's right over here. You can see it through there. Maybe, just maybe we take that off and let's see if that's locking things up. All right, so the starter didn't help, still doesn't rotate. I think something's stuck in the clutch side of the engine here. So we're gonna take this cover off right here and see what's underneath there. That is our problem right there. A bunch of water just came out of there. Holy cow. Thing is filled with water. I think it's just locked up. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, there's barely any oil in it, it's just all water. So that top end, I think, is just locked up. Oh boy, that's not good. So, it looks like the top end's coming off, I think, inside the clutch case. Alright guys, we got the cam out. Cam chain is off. There's the cam right there. Looks pretty good. Not too bad. Alright. Now we're just gonna get these bolts out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, there's a couple of them. Oh man, there's some gunk in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 5 bolts we have to get off. Alright guys, moment of truth. We've got all the bolts off the head, carburetor's off. We just have to pull the head off and see what's underneath there. hopefully it's not too bad. Let's see, can it come off this way or this way? Let's see. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. That is not good. Oh, this is worse than I expected. Check that out. Oh my gosh. Look at this. There's big chunks of flakes right there. Right there. Bet you that's all metal. Look at the rust on there. Holy. Yeah, the piston's rusted in. I think that's the problem. My gosh. And if that water is in the oil, that means the crank is probably bad too. Oh boy, that looks fun. Let's check the head. I'm afraid to see the head now. Let's dump this oil out of here first. Oh boy, haven't looked at it yet. Let's go and look at it over here. Oh boy, that's a little rough too. Those are definitely locked up in there. Man, that corrosion's horrible. Wow. Yeah, that's not good. We're gonna try to get the cylinder off. Let's see if it goes through. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Looks like it's going through. Looks like it's soaking in. It's cleaning up pretty easily. Looks like they're... Hey, I think we've got some hope here, because it's actually cleaning up okay. All right, well, I think we're gonna let that sit and soak for a little bit. I think next video we're gonna take off the cylinder there, and then try to get everything loose. I'm afraid to see what the crank looks like. I'm guessing those bearings are just toast, filled with rust and stuff. So we'll see what we plan on doing with this thing. Next video we'll kind of determine that. If it's too far gone, it's too far gone. If it's not, we'll try to get this thing to start. But so far the cylinder is looking actually pretty good. You can see that it's coming back. You can see the piston cleaned up, and the cylinder wall is actually pretty spotless. So I think it was just sitting in accumulated rust, and that's why it didn't start. So we'll see what happens. But that's gonna be it for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. It was definitely a mystery trying to solve this thing, so it was pretty fun. But anyway, stay tuned for next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing, and until next time, we are out.